not know me, I'm Reverend Jordan. I'm the pastor here at MCC. It's so good to see, well, really with these lights I can't see, but it is so good to see all of you out tonight. We have a play that really is a powerful message for you. This is Maundy Thursday, and Maundy Thursday was the day before Christ was arrested. And it's the day that Christians celebrate where Christ instituted the Last Supper, or communion, or the Eucharist. Now, if you look at the pictures hanging up on walls in someone's home, you see Jesus and 12 people sitting in a straight line having communion together at that first Last Supper. I believe it was a lot more people there than those 12. I believe that there were some women there, and I believe that all the people whose lives was touched by Christ was there at that night, eating Passover and then celebrating the communion, the Eucharist with Christ. And so, with that in mind, we're going to present to you tonight's production. Now, before we begin, I want everyone to reach in your pocket, pull out your cell phone, take a picture of me because I'm furious. And now cut it off. Everybody do that? Yeah. No, pick up your phone doing the play, or ring ring, or hello, I'm calling you. This is a play, and I really want you to enjoy it. There will be some comic relief and a lot of seriousness as well, but also think of yourself tonight as in worship. And so let's reference this play. Let's try to refrain from walking around. Let's try.
It's off.
Let's try to refrain from ringing. And besides, reference is also very disturbing to the cast, and they have worked hard. I'm telling you, I directed this play, and they have worked hard to give you a good show tonight. So I hope you enjoy. After I take my seat, we're going to let the narrator come on, and we'll begin. Whosoever will. Whosoever. Let me take my seat, and I'll say now when it's time for you to start, okay? And now. Stop being this way to say. There we go.
When Jesus walked this earth, he often associated with the outcasts, the religious rejects. The story of gospel is the story of incurable illnesses, family rejection, and conflict over religion. Fear of authority, ignorant and heartless religious leaders, misplaced judgment, and Jesus' determination to cut through all of the hatred to encourage and love those who society had abandoned. Jesus did not waste time trying to decide who is to blame for sin, sickness, and pain. Jesus was motivated by compassion and love. Therefore, he searched for all the religious rejects, found them, and encouraged them. Tonight's presentation is the story of 4 people who experienced this radical, all-inclusive love that Jesus offered.
Whosoever will, whosoever will.
Leviticus law, I'm required to live outside the city and yell unclean anytime someone comes near so they won't get close. There's no cure for this illness. This illness is considered judgment of God. People say the sores and bruises in my body is a spiritual indication of my rotten condition. When people see me, they judge me. I'm the person they think I am. I'm not really a bad person. I'm just sick. Very sick. Sometimes I feel all alone. I don't want much in this world. I want to be treated like everyone else. I want to have a family. I want to be touched. I wouldn't even mind having disease if I got someone to love me.
My name is Debbie. I'm a widow. My husband was an orphan. He had no family. He took good care of me while he was alive. Some would even say that he spoiled me. I miss him so much. Jewish law says that when a man dies, his brother is responsible for the widow. But my husband had no one but himself. I did all right for a while. My husband left me with a house and all the means that a newly widowed woman needs to survive, but as the years went by, I just found the resources growing smaller and smaller. I found myself going days without food. What was I supposed to do? I had married my husband at 18, and now I'm almost 25. No one wants an old wife. My husband used to say that I was so good in bed that I should get paid to lay with him. But he wasn't the first man to tell me this. When I was a little girl, my father would give me figs after he forced himself on me and say, "Here are some sweets, because you are so sweet, and that's how I want you to stay." So that's my story. That's how I got to my profession. I'll accept your criticism and your judgment if you can just tell me how to get money to eat, how to survive. Do you actually think I like being mistreated by men? No, I don't. I just wish and I pray that someone would love me and take care of me and not take advantage of me.
My name is Jonathan. Many say that I'm demonic. I live in the caves outside of the city. I am plagued by demons, which causes me pain and suffering. My problem has gotten so bad that a couple days ago, the people of the community tried to bind me with chains. They said they were trying to protect me from myself. But the demons give me supernatural strength. Therefore, the chains could not bind me. People say they are afraid of me. That is why I live out here among the dead. And I know law says for one to live amongst the dead is unclean. Well, maybe if people think that I'm unclean, they would quit trying to tie me up. They would leave me alone. Out here, there's no one to bother me. Just me and my demons.
My name is Sam. I'm HIV positive.
My name is Deborah, and I'm a prostitute.
My name is Johnny, and I'm addicted to crack cocaine and gambling.
My calling is to set a standard of holiness. What you see of me is a representation of God. It's not easy living holy, but it's what God has ordained me to do. I must live perfect so that I might lead others to a life of perfection. I am a Pharisee.
Yes, I can be the first thing in the morning. 9 is fine. I'll see you then.
And exactly who you meeting tomorrow at 9 a.m.?
Hey, babe, how long you been here?
Long enough to hear you make plans to meet somebody tomorrow morning.
How's everything down at the church?
No, you don't. Don't even try to change the subject. Who you meeting tomorrow at 9 a.m.?
Okay, if you insist. I was gonna surprise you. I applied for the job at the LGBT Youth Center, and tomorrow's my interview.
What, you applied for a job at a center full of little queens and little dykettes? I don't think so. It's bad enough that every time people see me with you, you're flaming around like a little queen in those tight jeans.
Well, if I remember, 3 years ago when you met me in the bar, I was wearing tight jeans, and you sure to complain then?
Yeah, but now that I got you, I don't want you flaunting off your stuff to everyone. Besides, I told you when we first met, I'm a minister. People are always looking at me through a magnifying glass. Why, just the other day, one of the deacons says, Reverend Brady, we think it's honorable of you to be helping the less fortunate. But don't you think it's time that Brother Samuel went out and got a job and became a little more self-sufficient? See, they're already starting to talk about us. And if you get a job at a center full of queers, it will just confirm what they're saying.
And what are they saying?
They're saying we're faggots.
I mean, if you put it like that, you are a faggot. I mean, I am a faggot, we're both faggots.
You better watch your mouth. I am not gay. I am a man of God. I've been ordained by God to reach his people. I am not gay.
You're not gay? You're a preacher? So that's why last night you were saying, oh, Jesus, woo, Jesus, woo, woo, Jesus.
So you think that's funny? Tell you what, while you're in there, throw me out a pillow. I hope last night was good, because I won't be tempted by you again, Satan.
I tell you, something real strange is going on here. But you know what they say? What happens in the dark will come out in the light. Pun intended.
That's weird. Maybe I signed into the wrong account. 187-51316. Something strange is going on here. Deacon Jonathan, can you step into my office, please?
Yeah, Red.
Deacon, you set up all the church accounts, correct?
Yes, sir.
Well, could you read the numbers to me written on this deposit slip here?
187-513-16.
Yeah, strange is going on here. It says we only have $10,000 in the building fund. And I know that we raised over $50,000 through a Buy a Brick campaign.
Rev, are you sure you're checking the right account?
You dictated the numbers to me yourself. It says right here, building fund.
Well, maybe I made a mistake and deposited the monies into another account.
Okay, so exactly which account did you deposit the $50,000 into?
Rev, I don't know. I haven't had time to review all the accounts.
Well, I have. I went online and printed out all the balances. I can't seem to find the money anywhere. Perhaps you can tell me where it is.
Maybe we should just call.
Maybe we should what, Deacon? You and I are the only ones who have access to the account. And trust me, I don't have another $50,000 in my account. So tell me, what shall we do, Deacon?
I'm sorry.
Excuse me? I didn't quite hear you. What was that?
I said I'm sorry. Pastor, I have a problem. I never intended to steal money from the church. It was just that I owed some guy some money and I didn't know what to do.
Who on earth would you owe $50,000, Deacon? Why would you steal $50,000 from the church? What was the debt?
Drugs.
Drugs! You spent $50,000 of people's money on drugs!
No, Rev. I used some for drugs and the rest I used to pay off a gambling debt.
Oh, so, a gambling debt. So now you're a crackhead and a gambler. Deacon, you are full of legions of demons. Tell you what, have a seat right here while I call the rest of the board members so you can explain to them what you did with the building fund. You heard me, Deacon. I said sit down. You need to be a man and face up to the people you robbed.
You know what? Maybe I will stick around. I've been intending to attend one of those board meetings. Rev, they're going to be so delighted to know the truth about yours and Brother Samuel's relationship. Helping the less fortunate. That is what you called it, right?
Get out of my office.
Oh, invited to leave so soon.
You are nothing but a demon. You've been sent by the devil to destroy the man of God, and I refuse to let you do it. When you're at your worst, we gave you a job, and you repay us by stealing from us? You're nothing but a two-faced hypocrite. You can't be trusted. Get out of my office. Go. Why don't you go get a job at Sugar House? Or better yet, why don't you go stand on the corner with the rest of the crackheads? You heard me. You're fired. Say it. Get the hell out of my office.
Whatever you say, Pastor Sweetie Pants.
Wise man once said, "A fool and his money will soon part." But my mama once said, "A fool who charges somebody else's money will soon part." That just ain't
Hey babe, how was your day?
What did I tell you about that faggot talk? I told you I'm not your baby. All I need for you to do is slip up in front of one of the congregants, and then what am I going to do?
Excuse me, Reverend. How was your day, Reverend?
I'm sorry. I had a harsh day. I had to fire the church administrator.
Deacon John, why?
Turns out the deacon's inhabited by legions of demons. He stole money from the church to buy drugs and to pay a gambling debt. I can't stand that hypocrite.
You know what? Take a seat, relax. Let me fix you a drink. I might even make it strong.
So you didn't go on that job interview, did you?
No, I didn't go to the job interview.
That's my boy. I'm glad you didn't do anything to jeopardize my ministry.
Reverend, we must talk.
Okay, talk about what?
Well, to be honest, I didn't have an interview. When you called me on the phone last night, I didn't want you to know who I was talking to.
So, a Apparently, who did you meet at 9 a.m. this morning?
I had to go down to the clinic and get my test results.
Clinic. Test results, okay.
Babe, you promise you won't blow up?
Don't tell me I went and got you pregnant.
Babe, I'm HIV positive.
Oh, hell no! Lord have mercy. Devil, you're a liar. So I guess the devil's really trying to use you to destroy the man of God. While I'm out preaching the word of God, I guess you're out discovering glory holes. Devil, you're a liar. Can't you see you're destroying me? Well,
Babe, when I vowed to be faithful to you and you only, I meant it. There's been no one else. Maybe it's you who brought this little gift into our house. You know, I know that I'm gay, and before I met you, I got tested every 3 months, and I was negative. I'm not upset, but have you thought about getting tested?
I wouldn't need to get tested if you weren't out trying to discover...
Babe, I know my history, but see me, you deny yours. I mean, I know I'm not the first person you went to bed with. I mean, you're too good to be amateur. You got skills. It comes with practice. But you need to get tested.
As I said, I
I'm
wouldn't
not
need...
going to argue with you, Reverend.
And where do you think you're going?
I'm going to bed. Good night.
Oh, no, you won't. You will not lay your nasty, infected body in my bed again. The Word of God says you're unclean. Tell you what, why don't you pack your bags and go sleep with the man who gave you that little present?
I'll be happy to leave. Remember, for the last 3 years, I've been sleeping with the man who gave me this little present.
In words of a famous prophet, twinkle, twinkle, little star. Who on the earth does Reverend Brady think he are?
the church. In fact, I've called the priest several times.
Well, you know what, Deacon? I know who you are, too. Matter of fact, I think we have a mutual friend. yet, I think you owed him money at some one time. Now, I should have been the one calling the cops then, but I figured Nelson's big enough to handle his own problems. So, now that we've made it clear that we're not strangers, what are you looking to get into?
This is unbelievable.
What? What's so unbelievable?
It is unbelievable that you are aware I am employed by a church and you continue to proposition me.
Well, take a look around. This isn't St. John. And I know you all have some good communion over there, but this one looks more like rum and coke to me.
I guess you have a point, and
And don't you want to take me home?
lady, I have plenty problems, but finding someone to have sex with, it ain't one of them.
Well, sorry for asking. I just see you here all alone, drinking one drink after another, and I figure I'd help you forget about your problems for a little while.
No, thank you. So why?
Why what?
Why do you do the things you do?
Money? I got 3 kids and no husband, and I do it for the money.
How about just getting a normal job?
Okay, you gonna hire me down at the church?
Touche. So tell me, what is your story?
Well, you know I get paid for my time.
Oh boy, I guess it's worth it. Let me see here. $20.
All right.
Now tell me your story.
You have a place where we can go?
Look, Lynn. The money is obviously yours. We're not going anywhere. Just share your story.
All right, fine. I'll tell you why I'm a hooker, but you also have to tell me why you do business with Nelson. I mean, I went to school to be a CPA, but I also met the love of my life there. We got married, we had our 3 kids, but the stress just killed them. I always told him I can go out and get a job too, so he wouldn't have to work so hard, but he insisted that no woman of his is ever going to have to go out and get a job. He took good care of me. Well, the stress just killed him. So, a few years ago, he left me. He's up in heaven, eating milk and honey, and leaves me here with 3 school-age kids and no damn money. Well, after he died, I applied for job after job, but no one wanted to hire me. I'd been so long out of school and I had 0 experience. But Walt always told me I was so good at keeping him happy in bed. I earned every penny he spent on me. And I figured if I was that good, there would be plenty of heartbroken fools waiting to pay me.
And you thought I was one of those fools.
Well, Deacon, don't take it personal, but the way you waste your money on drugs and gambling, I figured you were game for any and everything.
Well, Dr. Phil, good. Yes, I had a drug problem, and yes, I had a gambling problem. I hit my low. The demons caused me to lose my job at St. John's, but that needed to happen, and this low has caused me to recognize my problems, and now, sister, I'm a deal.
I'm so sorry, Deacon.
Don't be. I will be okay. everyone should have left the church by now. I'm going to go by there and pack up my things and just move on with my life. But you know, the very first thing I must do is write a letter to the church board. I know some very important information about their pastor that I'm certain they would want to know. But I know you know all about Pastor Lamont. After all, you think you know everything about me.
Well, I knew all about you because I thought you were a potential customer. And I'm sure your pastor's not looking for a hug. At least not a female one.
Whoa, lady, you are good.
Oh, what a tangle where we weave. When we give money to a hoe with one move of a week.
Who left me a message this late at night? Button must be sticking.
Hello, Pastor Sweetie Pants. This is Deacon Jonathan. Or, as you said, the crackhead. Hey, dude, I just called to say thank you for giving me an opportunity to move on with my life. Man, I've already started placing my resumes, and I plan to leave the state as soon as I get a job offer. In the meantime, I may come by the church today or later on this week to box up my stuff. And, oh yes, sweetie, I have already started typing my letter to the trustee board. I'm sure they will be so happy to receive the pictures of you and Brother Samuel during your most intimate moment. Oh, don't worry about it.
That ungrateful reprobate. Gave him a job. I helped find him an apartment. And now he's going to do this to me, to the church? What am I going to do? He's going to ruin me. He's going to ruin the church. Oh, Lord, give me strength to make it through this mess. I'm so sorry that I messed up. Lord, if you help me, I promise I'll leave Sammy and I will never be with another man again. Lord, help me. Oh, my head hurts so bad.
age and decay. In all around I see, oh, thou who changest not, abide with me.
I can't believe, after all that I've done for this church, he has the nerve to fire me. I'll show him. He thinks he can lay with a man and still has the audacity to rise and be self-righteous? Hypocrite! I got something for him. Oh, good. You are here. Yo, dude. Wake up. I said, wake your hypocritical butt up. Lamont. Lamont, I said, wake up. Pastor Lamont. Oh, what have you done? Oh, no. Oh, God. Oh, God. I need you. I need you. Yes. Oh, yes. I don't know anything. I don't know. Just Harry. Just Harry. I can't lose you, buddy. I can't lose you. Oh, forgive me. Oh, forgive me, God. Forgive me. Oh, come on. Wake up. Please, wake up. Wake up. Oh, oh, oh,
God, you say you watches over children and food. Lord, bless this food.
Mr. Lamont Grady,
Yes.
how are you feeling, sir?
Not too good. I think I need to talk to somebody.
Yes, I would say so. The therapist will be in to see you in a few minutes. But first, we need some more information from you, okay?
Okay.
Mr. Grady, could you tell me all the prescription medication that you take?
I'm not on any prescription meds.
You're not on a cocktail?
A cocktail.
Yes, to manage your HIV.
HIV.
Wait a minute. I am so sorry. I made a big mistake. When you were brought in unconscious, the doctor ran some tests and they came back that you were HIV positive. I thought you knew your status.
HIV positive, I can't be. I'm a minister. I've been ordained by God to reach his people. I can't have AIDS. How can a minister have AIDS?
I'm going to make sure if it's social emergency, you stay.
Oh, no, you don't. You're not going to come in here and announce to me that I'm HIV positive and then just sashay out of here like everything's okay.
If that's what you want. Let's talk, Reverend. But let's talk off the record. So tell me, is this why you tried to kill yourself?
Excuse me?
Yeah, like I said, I'm not a therapist, but I know people who try to overdose for no reason. I mean, you have a nice looking boyfriend, and you have a successful church. So why?
Yes, I do have a nice looking friend. And yes, my church is successful. But the two just don't mix. You can't be a successful pastor and be gay. And the man you said who brought me here, yeah, he used to be an employee of the church, and so I hired him. I found out he was stealing from the church to buy drugs and pay a gambling debt. And you know, he had the nerve to try to blackmail me. He said he's going to tell the whole congregation that I was gay.
And that's why you tried to kill yourself?
And that's funny?
Excuse me for laughing, but that man will never hurt you. We want you in your head, tears running down his face. We would have to make him lay down until his pressure returns to normal. And we kept saying, over and over and over again, I can't lose you. That's why I figured he was your boyfriend. Right. He may not be your lover, but he loves you too much to ever hurt you.
Well, maybe he should have told me that. Then I wouldn't be in this bed right now.
Okay. Maybe, just maybe, Pastor, God is doing what he has to do to get you to do what you need to do. And that is why you're here.
Okay, Reverend Mother. So, what does God want me to do?
Like I said, I'm not a therapist or a minister, but I do know you need to get on the cocktail as soon as possible. Your viral load is dangerously high, and your T cells almost done. You were so sick that you must have been positive for at least 10 years. So is your boyfriend on the cocktail too?
No, Sammy actually just found out that he's positive.
So the two of you have been walking around with the virus in your body for almost 10 years and not knowing it?
No, actually, me and Sammy only met a couple years ago.
A couple of years ago? So he couldn't have been the one that passed the virus on to you. You were positive way before you met him. Reverend, the doctor's going to come in here and prescribe you some medicine, and he's going to talk to you about this disease. But trust me, this is not a death sentence, okay? But I want to talk about that little pill instead. Like I said, I'm not a therapist, but I think the sooner you accept who you are, the sooner your life is going to be better. You are gay. Good. And you are a minister. Good again. And if you truly believe that your God created you, then he must have meant for you to be this way. And maybe, just maybe, Pastor, God needs a person like you to go through this so that you can help others just like you.
A person like me. And what do you mean by a person like me?
I mean a person who doesn't fit the norm, the outcast. Wait, I know a little Bible too. And I remember God saying that his love is for whoever.
Whosoever.
Reverend?
I remember the scripture. The scripture goes, for God so loves the world that he gives his only begotten Son, that whosoever believes in him shall not perish, but have everlasting life. I'm a whosoever.
Okay, whoever, I mean whosoever, whatever. The point is, God loves everybody. The problem is we as a society try to create a second class of people. And that's what causes people to do crazy things like attempting suicide, you know, but getting addicted to drugs, having unsafe sex, you know, just falling prey to all types of addictions. Whosoever, okay, you, me, even the man who drove you here today, you're all whosoever.
Deacon Walls. He's a drug addict and a gambler, and he stole money from the church.
Right. When you open your church doors for whosoever, even addicts and gamblers may come in.
We all know that God appears to us in the most strangest of ways. But whoever at
Come on in.
Hey, babe. How you doing in the morning, brother?
Oh, I'm doing just peachy. How you doing?
Peachy. Boo. Now you some faggot talking stuff?
Oh, come on over here and give me a big hug, baby boy.
Okay. Well, good for now.
Baby boy, I'm sorry.
It's okay. I mean, I understand. You've been through a lot. Our head deacon and chief administrator, both from the church, and the man you live with has AIDS. I mean, that's enough for anyone who wants to take their own life.
No, baby, there's no excuse for me putting you through all this. Besides, you'll be no part of this story. I'm sorry for trying to make you live a life with two identities. I wish I could be more like you, more secure with who I am. I wish I didn't have to live in this closet.
Babe, you built this closet.
Yeah, but in order to be the man that God wants me to be,
And you think God is happy with you lying here up in a psychiatric ward? You think he's happy you living a lie? I mean, is this God's plan really for your life?
baby, I gotta change.
I've known you so long. And I know if you could have changed, you would have done a long time ago. I know you. I've seen the trauma you've gone through. I've seen you toss and turn at night. I've seen you do everything to keep my love away and not to love me. I know you, but I even know that you cry to God after making love to me. If God is so powerful, so marvelous, why hasn't he made you straight? Could it be that he loves you for who you are?
Baby, I'm sorry.
You know what? I'm sorry too.
And what are you sorry for?
I'm sorry for bringing this dreadless illness into our lives. I mean, now you have to deal with me being sick. You have to deal with me being positive. I'll leave if I have to.
Baby, the doctors just diagnosed me as being positive too.
Oh my God, I'm sorry, babe.
No, baby. The doctor said that my viral load was so high that I've had to have this disease for over 10 years now. It's me who needs to be sorry. I'm sorry for infecting you. I'm sorry for calling you all those evil names. Baby, I love you. I'm sorry.
We'll be okay.
So what should I do?
About?
About the church? About us? About our relationship? Everything seems so different now.
The only thing that's different is that you can't hide behind the pulpit anymore. The fact that God has anointed you hasn't changed. The fact that no one's watching, you're a big flaming queen sometime, hasn't changed. And the fact that you're uncontrollably in love with me hasn't changed. You know, it's like a puzzle. You just have to put it together again. By the way, Deacon John called and asked me to come by, and I said it's okay. He'll be here about 4 p.m., and that's only 15 minutes away. So in the meantime, I have to get to work, because you and that bear is not making no money up in here.
Boy, I love you. I'm sorry for all the evil things I said to you. I really don't deserve a good man like you.
Oh, ain't that sweet? Y'all must have done me a towel fairy in an after all.
Sorry. Reverend Brady, Jonathan Wallace, man had you admitted here to see you.
You can come in.
How you doing, Red?
Life, Deacon. Life happens and it can cause you to take a complete spin.
I won't be here long. I just came by to give you this.
What is this?
It's a letter I wrote to the church. I never met
thank you, Deacon. But I can understand if you think my sexual orientation is something that the board needs to know about.
Oh, yeah, I do think the board needs to know that information. However, it's not my job to tell them. I wrote that because I was very angry. I was angry that my best friend fired me.
Yeah, about that deacon. Before I hand in my resignation to the church, I want one of my last official duties is to write you a good letter of reference.
Thanks, Red, but it really isn't.
No, Deacon, I'm getting out of this place tomorrow, and when I get out, I want to be able to help you.
So you're enough there kicking out of here.
Excuse me?
Yeah, I tried checking into this place's rehabilitation center. They said there were no vacancies. However, they said there would be a bed available tomorrow in the psychiatric ward. And if I wish, I could receive treatment here. So you have to be the nut they're kicking out of here.
Well, I guess so. I guess they're getting rid of one nut.
In order to treat another. Rev, the people of St. John's really need you, man. They don't need the old you. They do need the real you. You can't leave them. But what you're going to have to do is be honest, man. You're going to have to leave them.
If I do stay, Deacon, will you join me after you get out of rehab?
Rev, I've always planned to be a member of St. John's. But I don't think you would want me handling the church's money. Nor would that be good for my rehabilitation or the church's future, man.
But Deacon, you know that I am horrible with bookkeeping.
Yeah, I know.
And you know that's why it was so easy for you to steal from us. So what will St. John's do without you?
You know, Rev, there was this prostitute.
Prostitute? You really are nuts, aren't you? Are you thinking I would trust a hooker to do the bookkeeping for St. John's?
You were about to trust a gambling drug addict. Prostitute. You know, Rev, I've seen God do stranger things, man.
See? They could be friends after all. They should have just kissed and made up. But that would have been a whole different plot, wouldn't it?
was looking over your resume. It all looks pretty good.
Thank you.
It says that you're a licensed CPA. Is that correct?
And sure, I graduated first in my class.
What's confusing me, however, is that you have no work experience after being certified. Would you care to explain?
Well, after graduating, I met the love of my life, and I didn't think I'd have to work again. I was happy taking care of my house, my kids, my husband. But a few years ago, my husband died of cancer, and my world just crashed. So I didn't work because I didn't have to, but now I have 3 mouths to feed.
I see. Ms. Jenkins, as you know, we're a religious institution, and we're subjected to being scrutinized not only by the board of directors, but by the congregation themselves. Is there anything you think I should know about?
No, Pastor. I'm just a woman trying to make an honest living for me and my 3 kids.
Well, Ms. Jenkins, I think we here at St. John's can take a chance on a mother raising a family. Now, all I have to do is check your references. Let's see, you put down Deacon John as a personal reference. How exactly do you know Deacon John?
He was a client.
Okay. Well, I'm sure Deacon will give you a good reference. Ms. Jenkins, the church trustees are going to meet tomorrow at 9 a.m. to go through the books. I think that would be a perfect time to introduce you to them. So I'll see you tomorrow at 9.
You sure will. Thanks for taking a chance on me, Pastor. Is there anything else you need?
No, Ms. Jenkins.
Well, I'll be here bright and early then.
Don't be too early. Just be on time. Now, fine. I didn't know Deacon hired someone else to do his books. That would be stupid. I wonder what kind of client she was. And to think, he wanted me to hire a prostitute. A client? Oh, no, he didn't. Deacon Don done tricked me into hiring a hoe. Wait till he gets out of rehab.
If it walks like a duck, it's a duck. Reverend even Stephen Wonder can tell her it's a duck. Quack, quack. God can keep the book, surely. God can speak to an ass, surely a duck can keep the book.
changing the way we believe, and the way we live, the way we speak, and the way we pray, the way we are the Word. Praise God.
My name is Samuel. I have a disease called leprosy. Leprosy is a disease that eats away at the skin and eventually the nerves and bones. Because of my nervous damage, I have no feeling in my fingers and toes. There was a time when I fell asleep and actually rolled over a campfire and caught myself on fire. I didn't feel it. Because of Leviticus law, I'm required to live outside the city and yell leper every time someone comes near so they won't get close. There's no known cure for this illness. This illness is considered judgment of God. People say the sores and bruises on my body are a visible indication of my spiritual body condition. When people see me, they judge me on the person they think I am. But not with Jesus. Jesus doesn't see me as a person with AIDS. He sees me as a person worthy to love and be loved. Jesus doesn't reject me.
My name is Deborah. I'm a widow. My husband was an only child. He took good care of me. Some would even say that he spoiled me. I miss him so much. Jewish law says that when a man dies, his brother is responsible for the widow. But my husband had no family, no one but himself. I did all right for a while. My husband left me with a home and all the means within means to survive, but as the years went by, I just found the resources growing smaller and smaller. To survive, I used to sell my body to men. It's funny, because the same men that would sleep with me on Friday would condemn me on Sunday. But Jesus doesn't condemn me. Because of the love of Jesus, I found a way to make an honest living for me and my children. And St. John's is not only where I work, it's where I raise my family.
My name is Jonathan. Many say that I'm demonic. I live in the caves outside of the city, and I am plagued by demons, which causes me pain and suffering. My problem has gotten so bad that a couple days ago, the people of the community tried to bind me with chains. They said they were trying to protect me from myself. But the demons give me supernatural strength. Therefore, the chains could not bind me. People say they are afraid of me. I robbed the church. I betrayed my best friend. All because of these chains. But Jesus got me into rehab. And now I'm dealing with my drug addiction and my need to waste money gambling. My demons, they occasionally still haunt me, but I'm working on that too. And all the while doing this process, Jesus is right there beside me, walking me through this journey.
My name is Levi Lamont. I am a Pharisee. I used to be very judgmental and very condemning of others. It's funny how you don't know the grace of God until you experience the grace of God. When I fell from my throne, it was the grace of God that called me. Not the law, not my holiness, not my credentials, but God's grace.
your unformed body and ordained your days before one of them came to be. And I am with you, even in your most darkest place. You are my children. I've never broken any of you. I don't see your illnesses, your weaknesses, your flaws. I see my glory shining through my children, one deserving and craving my mind. Look at this table I have prepared for you. This is my body, broken for you. And this is my blood, shed for you. I invite you, my sons, and you, my daughters, to come dine with me.
Shall we stand? My family, we're the whosoever. We may not have the perfect life. We may have flaws, but we're the whosoever. We're the ones that Christ's body was broken and shed for. So therefore, as a family of God, let us celebrate God and commune together. ladies and gentlemen, the cast of Whosoever the Stage.